Top of the morning, everybody. Jimbo here. Welcome to Cowboys, Trailers, and Ranches. We are in downtown Cheyenne, Wyoming, and this background is one of the coolest little stores you'll see, boutiques, and this lady sitting next to me is the reason we're here. This morning we have Miss Alexis Drake. Thank you. And she is a leather and jewelry designer. And I'm not kidding you, she has one of the coolest stores I've been in. So thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Excited to be here.
So Frontier Day has been good for you so far?
So far, so good. Very good.
I don't see how any of these businesses can't thrive. This is the biggest event you guys have all year.
It is the biggest party for 10 days. Last full week in July, we prep for it every year.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. So how long have you been here in your store?
We've been in this location for 4 years. We were just around the corner for about a year and a half, then needed a bigger space, so we were able to move over here.
This building is gorgeous. I mean, gorgeous. Y'all have done an amazing job with this.
The older architecture has so much character.
Wow.
So we got lucky.
Wow. Very, very, very cool. So I'm just going to go ahead and nip it in the bud for all you guys out there that are looking at me, because I'm in a leather women's boutique, or boutique with leather. And a bunch of purses and handbags here. But I'm telling you guys right now, this lady does stuff for men too. So listen up. So we got that out of the way. So I'm really intrigued with your work, because we came in here the other day, and my lovely wife is a very high-end luxury purse person, and she was looking for something that would rival her Coach, right? So she's a Coach purse anyway, and she found Alexis and fell in love. And so I know this lady's got quality, because I'm seeing all kinds of good stuff all over this place. So I'm gonna let her tell her story. And how'd you get in this business? Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, let's see. I started out making jewelry when I was in college. I was actually failing one of my sculpture classes, and my professor was like, I'm going to hook you up with a local jeweler and have you learn like as an apprentice under him. And he was a sculptor. This was in Tucson, Arizona. So I was able to learn tiny sculpture instead of big sculpture, and I ended up passing the class. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. But did that for a while. Got married. Moved to Chicago. Came actually back to Wyoming, and
good choice.
Yes.
Good choice.
We then expanded from the jewelry into leather handbags. My husband was giving me a hard time about carrying around one of those reusable grocery bags as my purse. We were out of the diaper bag stage and into probably, less of having to carry everything. And he said, go find yourself a handbag that's beautiful. You're a professional, you're stylish. Go find something that you like. And I couldn't find anything. And so former art teacher, always creative. I decided that I was going to make something that I liked. So I started making. I started dabbling, getting feedback from lots of women. Sold my first handbag while I was in line for coffee at an art conference. So that's kind of where it snowballed, and truly, 25 different styles and custom leathers and lining later, we have this company.
This amazing company. Well, so you started this because you couldn't find anything you liked, right? So now you've got all the stuff that you like, and it's a lot. I mean, I'm seeing some stuff here that it's fringe and looks like a leather couch. I mean, just amazing work. So where would you? So in your industry, in the leather industry, where would you say you felt? I mean, like what would compare, or is there anything out there compare as far as competition to what you're doing in other designers and manufacturers?
I think there are some. I think that what kind of sets us apart is that we do go directly to the tanneries and we get Italian leather. We source very high quality just beautiful, lightweight leather. I think our whole goal is to make it easy, right? You want to be put together and have your style be effortless.
Right.
You know, you want to be able to grab a bag and have it work from day to night. You want to, what we do is to make it easy for you to be stylish. You too.
Hear that, guys?
This all started because I gave my customers choices of leather choices, lining choices. And I do think that truly what sets us apart is the fact that customers can customize. We've got a stack of leather that you can choose from. You can choose your lining color, hardware color. You can add fringe, you can add pockets, you can kind of add anything to our base styles. And so that's what.
So functionality.
Exactly.
Right. Functionality. Right. Cool. So we come in here the other day. This is a funny kind of little story. We come in here the other day and her mom is an absolute trip. I mean, I freaking love this woman. I just met her, but she's a trip. She takes me by the hand. She's like, Jimmy, you got to see this. So she's parading me around, showing me your store and everything and how everything works and what she's making. Hey, she's doing denim jackets and denim shirts. And she was awesome. So she takes me back to where the work's done, right? Where you make everything. And I was impressed because I get impressed with like CNC machines and water jets and that thing. And you got a laser.
We do.
You got a laser
yes.
that's, imagine a CNC or a water jet, but just doing laser work with leather and plastic. It was freaking cool. It was so awesome.
Technology is wonderful.
Oh.
And the fact that we can use it to cut out our patterns and engrave, kind of, it's a dual purpose.
Right.
And it's made our efficiencies just fantastic. And I know we're only scratching the surface of its capabilities. Like it's like
that's
the
what
coolest new toy.
that's what the gentleman was telling me. He's
Yeah.
like, this thing can freaking do it. I mean,
Yeah.
we ain't even touched on what we can do yet.
Yeah, exactly.
That is cool.
It's super.
That is cool.
It's amazing.
So, and great, I'm gonna show this because she's doing leather patches on hats, and so that's a little test of what that
that's
machine's
the engraving.
doing
Yep.
right there, and that's just good work. That's awesome.
Sweet.
I'm excited about these patches.
They're pretty
Excited about them. So tell me where you see yourself with this growing, moving forward. You got kind of goals where you want to go with this?
We opened a second location last year, and so we're loving that. We're down in Colorado. It's about 45 miles south, so we've got that. But I would love to see us moving south.
Maybe Texas.
Yes, Texas is on the list.
Yes.
We wanted to kind of do a test
Come on,
market
Alexis.
that's close so that we could help figure out, good things,
Right.
things to fix. But then I think that's where we're headed for sure.
That's
So-
awesome.
so, yeah.
So your store is it around Fort Collins?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
It's in an old farm. So it's in Jessup Farms. And so they have like a farm to table restaurant, and it literally is an old farm that they've, renovated to become like a shopping area. And there's a barrel house, a brewery. There's a coffee shop. It's a beautiful little area.
Really?
Mhm.
Cool. That is. I didn't know
Yeah.
you had a second location.
Yes.
That's
yes,
awesome.
yes.
Right
Yeah.
on. So did you grow up? You grew up in Cheyenne.
Grew up in Cheyenne.
Grew up in Cheyenne.
Yep.
Did you grow up around cattle or horses or in the livestock industry or anything or
No,
farm wise or?
no
How'd you grow
my father was the executive director for Cheyenne Frontier Days for 25 years. So that is,
Boom.
I
That's
did
how you
grow
were
up.
connected to the road.
Yes. Yes.
Pretty good connection.
Yes. So, surrounded by the amazing volunteers and surrounded by just this beautiful lifestyle of rodeo, I could not be more grateful to have seen the hard work and just the heritage of all of this coming together. It's been such a blessing to be a part of.
That's
My entire upbringing.
That's pretty good background. that's pretty good background. When she told me that the other day, I'm like, yeah, right on. I love that. So, I mean, obviously you're in the Western leather Western industry, however you want to say it, right?
Mhm.
But where would you say your leather work and your handbags and your purses, do they go more Western than they do what I want to say, how do I want to put this, casual or in non-Western motifs?
That's a good question. I think that what our styles do is offer a variety. I think that you can grab your Western, you can grab some of the fringe during those those fun events, just those times when you want it. Or you can go more every day. We've got, some that are specific to like a briefcase. You've got some that are, we call one the train tote or the beach totes. We've got some of those, but gotcha. The versatility and just the effortless style, kind of the handbags are not supposed to be your style. You add the style, right?
Right.
So what we do is add the color and the finishes that you love. Not that necessarily that we have the collections and such, but we try to hit lots of different styles and different functions, different purposes.
So if lady comes in and she says, hey, I want this color with this strap, with these buckles, and I want a little cow hair mixed in. I mean, you can literally do whatever, especially with that machine, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
So it's totally custom.
Totally custom.
Yeah, that's
cool.
We
kind of can give you a start as far as sizes and shapes and such like that. But if you want completely custom, we can start from scratch too.
Gotcha. So. Well, I know she is wanting to show some of her stuff.
This is one of my favorites. We're loving
That's cool.
The fun.
I freaking love that.
Yeah.
Love that accent.
We're adding just a little bit of the hair on hide accents in the spaces that they're not going to rub off. Because a lot of times, you put them all over the handbag and they'll rub off. So we'll add them in the areas that don't rub off. Huge pockets on the inside. Great tote to carry. We do have custom lining as well, so you can kind of see the custom lining.
Which is made on that machine.
Yep. So the cool part about these is they wear so well. They do get better with age. So this is the beach, the beachy fringy beach.
The fringy beach.
The fringy beach.
Yeah, that's so cool.
And this is one of our newest styles. I love this one. I would call this an everyday tote. This is the Eliza. She's got some hair and hide accents too, but this is whiskey. This is the one of our new rodeo colors for whiskey. Same big pockets on the inside, but a lot of people use this as like travel bags.
There's a Pendleton. There's a Pendleton logo.
So good carry. We also do have some smaller bags, some easy, belt bags, stuff that you can pop in here and then grab out when you need it. But easy, effortless, go from day to night. That's our goal is to make it easy.
Right.
Like we want you to be put together without feeling
function.
Yes.
So question.
Yes.
Do you make like men's like luggage bags or gear bags also?
We have duffel bags, yes. And a lot of the men's stuff is out of bison. So it's a little bit more rugged feel and a little bit more, it's got a nice texture to it.
Way cool. I didn't guess that.
So, and it's American bison. It comes from Wyoming and Montana.
Yes,
which is super cool because a lot of the tanneries are not stateside. So these are actually tanned in this area, in this region.
Wow, I like that. I like that. And you also make wallets?
We do.
For guys, right?
Yep. So this is our capsule wallet, and it kind of fits perfectly in your back pocket. It also fits a passport for your international travel. Cards, cash, all the good stuff. Again, we can
in different colors.
Different colors. We can put your initials on them. We can do
brand.
We can do your brand. We can do anything.
Wow. All right. So I'm just going to give everybody some ideas out there. Cowboys, Trailers, and Ranches and Ranch Texas logos. I already talked to her about it. We can get them.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to show the guys because I'm at a ladies' boutique. She makes wild rags. And I'm talking about, I wear a lot of them, guys. And I'm telling you, this is good work. This is freaking awesome. So I've already asked her. This one is from, this is charity, right?
This is for the Wyoming Hunger Initiative.
How cool is that? Oh,
very cool.
And I've already asked her about doing Cowboys, Trailers, and Ranches and Ranch Texas wild rags. So just going to give you all an idea because I'm going to be sporting them this winter. Gosh, it's awesome. You do a lot. You're just very, very well versed.
Thanks.
Very diversified.
Thank you. We've been very lucky. We've got some great community support and we've got a good team.
So, absolutely. Absolutely. So where do you, in 10 years, where do you see Alexis Drake?
Oh.
It's like, hey, you didn't say anything about goals today.
That's a good one. I see us being in every corner of the U.S. But we'd love to get our brand awareness out, partly because, like I said, with the customization, that's what sets us apart. But it also sets us apart that we actually we manufacture
Yes.
and design right here in our studio in Cheyenne. And that's what sets us apart, that we're showing our customers, and the customers get to be part of our process. And we're manufacturing here within our community.
Yeah,
which
I love. That is so cool that you manufacture right here. I love that. So would you say you want Alexis Drake to be a household name, or would you want it to be more custom? And hey, if you think Coach is badass, Alexis Drake is here.
I would love that. I like how you talk. Yes, please.
This lady is very well. So since I've been here, and when I say amazing, absolutely amazing. This lady is very, very well sought after in this community, because when I told everybody that wanted to listen that I was going to do a podcast with Alexis Drake, everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, she's amazing. I can't tell you what she does for the community. We love her. She's just an awesome person." So I'll tell you, that is, to me, you're already there. I mean, you're already there. So you mix that with the high end product that you've got here, and the custom work that you're doing. You're there, Coach. Coach better watch her back.
Well, thank you.
And I know nothing about purses. I'm solely doing this. But I do know quality leather, and I do know quality work, and you've nailed it. You absolutely have nailed it. So I'm excited for you. For you. So I ask one question to all my guests, and it's got to do with the Western industry. Imagine that. So if you could change one thing in our Western industry, our Western culture, to keep it Western, what would it be?
Well, I think I'd love to change the perspective around, the cattle industry and leather and the use of leather. It is sustainable. We see all these other manufactured materials out there that they're using in form of leather, and what we're using is the entire cow. We're actually utilizing every part of it so that we can continue to use it. It's part of the food industry,
right?
Like it's a sustainable, it's recycling. Like it's a beautiful thing, and
yes,
and it is durable, and it makes sense. It just makes sense. And we're very lucky to have access to very good quality leather, and just we're lucky to be part of that cycle and just be able to continue to, we don't throw leather scrap away at all. Like we throw itty bitty, we call it spaghetti. As soon as it's spaghetti, then we can't use it anymore. But other than that, we don't throw anything away.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And that's giving it back to the animal. The animal gives us a gift, and so we should utilize every part of it. So
you know what? You nailed. That's awesome. And for not being a cattle woman, or not being in the cattle business, that was pretty good. I didn't expect that one. That is, and I'll tell you what, from what's going on in our world right now, and in our food industry, in our food chain, that is so. I mean, that animal goes back to the beginning of time, and I'm pretty sure we're here today because of that animal. So absolutely. Why in God's name would you ever want to take that away? Some things just never make sense. But again, they never cease to amaze me. So, but that was a great answer. Whew, good one. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm telling you, I have been so blessed to be here today, and thank you so much for your time. Remember this lady, Alexis Drake, and I'm telling you, ladies and men, for the wild rags and the wallets and the bags, she caters to both. But ladies, I'm telling you, she is talented, and she's giving Coach a run for their money. And I know this because my lovely wife is a Coach fanatic, and now she is an Alexis Drake fan. So, so I thank you so much for being here today. we're going to call it a morning, and I'm going to let this lady get back to what she does, and let's take care of all these cowboys and cowgirls that are coming in for Frontier Days. So we're going to sign off. You know how we sign off?
Yes.
You do, right off. Okay. On the count of 3, we're going to say let it buck.
Okay.
Keep it western.
Okay. All right.
1, 2, 3. Let her buck. Keep it western.